As in the previous video of ASP.NET, we saw the implementation of master pages which helped us in reusing the layout of a particular type on multiple content pages. Here we are going to work with themes which will do a similar thing, that is a reusability of styles. But here we will focus on the control rather than the complete page layout. So what we'll do here, we will give some settings that allow you to define the look of pages and controls. For example, for making a theme, what we'll do, first we'll take a .skin file, means a skin file here with an extension .skin, and inside that we will put the tags of different ASP.NET controls such as buttons, text box, grid view, or any particular control. And there itself you can set the different properties of the particular control. When you will apply the same skin file on a particular web page, all those settings which you have made for the specific controls will be done. So this is how you can reuse the properties, which is not only related to the appearance but also with some functionality. But those properties will be applied to all the controls in the page where you are applying that particular theme. So let's see practically how to start working with the ASP.NET themes. So for getting started with the skin file where we will decorate the controls, let's take a simple control like button or text box initially, and we'll do some decoration right here first, and then we will put the HTML of that particular designing in the skin file. So here, as you can see, I have already taken a couple of controls, so I'll just come to the properties and we'll give some colors out of it or any other features. So let's do that first. So as you can see, now I have done few changes in the appearance only of a couple of controls like button and text box. If I will come to the source, here you can see all the attributes regarding the changes has been applied. So what I'll do, I'll just select them, will copy the code here, and then I will come to the Solution Explorer to add a new item into my website, and that is the skin file. So for that I will come to the add new item, and here I will choose the skin file. Accordingly you can rename your file name also, and as soon as you will add, it will ask you to add this particular kind of file in the folder named app_themes. So I don't mind that, I will say yes, and as soon as I'll do that, it will create the app_themes folder, inside which there is a folder called skin file, and inside which you will find this skin file. Now I will just remove this commented text and will paste the HTML code of the button and text box which I have copied from my web page. So let's break them into multiple lines to just read them easily. So here you can see a button and text box, these two styles have been pasted. Make sure, as I have removed the BR tag, there should not be any other tag in this particular file. Only the control tags should be there. Apart from that, we also have to remove the ID property, because when we will apply the skin file to the any web page, the controls of that particular web page will take the attributes from this only, and along with that it will also take the ID. So ID for all controls cannot be same. So from here I will remove the ID attribute, and after that, if I will apply this skin file on any particular web page, and as soon as I will add the text box and buttons, they will be coming under the same appearance. So let's save this one, and after that I will just come to the home page again, and here I will come to the page directive where I will say style sheet theme is equal to, and depends how many skin files you have created, accordingly all names will be displayed after that. So here I just have one, so it is skin file. Now let's remove this particular kind of text which we have earlier, and let's add the button and the text box again. So there are the couple of controls which I have added. Let's come to the design, and you can see like by default now they are having the styles which we have designed in this skin file. Alright, if you want you can do some changes directly here as well. Now Let's take in another scenario where I want to get the buttons or text box of multiple different styles. So for that, let me do one more thing here. Like, I'll take a button and we'll do few changes out here. For example, I want to make it of red color, border black. Alright, so this is the another type of button which I want to be in my website, right? So what I'll do, I'll just paste it also in the skin file, and will remove the ID property like I did earlier. Alright, after that, let's make the width equal. Alright, okay. So now what I'll do is, when I'll come back to my web page, I will remove the buttons, and when I'll re-add the button, what it will do? It will just show me red. Why? Because initially I defined the blue button and then later I defined the red button. So the red one will override the blue button. But if I want that, I should be able to choose whether I want to make my button as blue or red. So for that, I will add another attribute here called skin ID. And I'll do this, I'll pass the value skin ID is equal to blue. And here I will do skin ID is equal to red. Alright, so let's come here again and remove the buttons. So now when I'll add a button, you see by default they are coming as their default appearance. But if I want to make them a design, make them a style, then I can come to the properties, and here I have a property called skin ID. So here we have the blue button as well as the red button. Alright, so now it's all up to us, like which style I want to give to my buttons or any particular control of my web page. So this is how you can create the anonymous styles as well as the named skin files as per your requirement.